So have fun with the presentation, and I'll be back afterwards. Thank you.
All right. They are fast, they are agile. They think different, they act different. They're disruptive, and they have disruption even in their DNA. Yes, I'm talking about startups, and I'm very happy that I got the newest member in our Rocket Club right here on stage with me. Marian is representing disruptive technologies, and they have a really, really exciting and cool sensor solution. And yeah, I'm just completely happy and overwhelmed that they joined our Rocket Club, our startup initiative. And the presenter, I guess, is right here. Cool. So, let's get this started. Welcome here in the MindSphere Lounge. What we're going to show you today is how the cooperation with startups brings value to our customers and all of our partners. So, quick reminder, what was MindSphere again? MindSphere is our cloud-based open IoT operating system. We have open interfaces and we have open standards. So we have kind of like the Swiss Army knife for all of your machines and all of your assets. But what do we need to connect all of your assets to MindSphere? You see this level below here, and you can connect literally everything, also thanks to disruptive technologies, to our platform MindSphere. And there you have your data ready to continue to work with the data, because of course, it's pretty nice to have huge amounts of data, but what we're really looking for is the data insights. We want to gain knowledge. We want to do something with the data, because only then we can create value. So, that's exactly where the applications on top become really interesting. That's exactly the step. Because with the applications on top of MindSphere, you can generate insights. You analyze the data, you find patterns, and then you really know what to do. But we know that we can't do this all by ourselves, because we want to make sure that MindSphere is always state of the art, that we can present you the best IoT solutions out on the market. And Siemens is the #1 automation provider. But to really close the IoT loop, we need the help from all of our partners. So you see here a bunch of different partners that collaborate together with us on MindSphere to make or to bring the best value to all of our partners and customers. And as you see here, a lot of big names. Evosoft, Atos, that can be application developer, or we're having consultings helping us. And they could also be, for example, technology providers. So there are a lot of different possibilities how they all collaborate and help us to really create a huge, rich ecosystem. But don't get me wrong, you see a lot of big names here. But what is really important for us are also the smaller partners, because we are convinced that only with a smart IoT, fast-moving, agile startups, we can make sure that we can always deliver the newest, the most innovative solutions to our customers. And that's exactly why we created the MindSphere Rocket Club. So with the Rocket Club, we want to make sure that we attract the best IoT startups to MindSphere so they can collaborate with our huge partners and with our customers. So, I guess you're pretty interested how we're really closing the IoT loop right now. So as said, it's all about the ecosystem. We really want to make sure that the startups collaborate with the partners. For example, in this case, we're having disruptive technologies. They're having an amazing sensor solution and just coping the connectivity part to get the data onto MindSphere. But they are really good in building sensors. And I think it's just the best if you can keep to your core business and just do that what you're really good at. And that's where the ecosystem comes in place. That's why you can also access the partners in our ecosystem, for example, app developers. So you can choose the connectivity solution that just suits you best. And then you can, for example, take the sensor solution from disruptive technologies and you can build your own application, or you just ask a nice developer in our community if they can build an application for you. But I think to make it a bit more clear, I would hand over to Marianne and just let them explain what disruptive technology is all about. Marianne, thank you.
Thank you, Annika. Hello, everyone. So, disruptive technologies, who are we? We're a technology company from Norway, and we have built an end-to-end sensor solution technology stack. And we're extremely pleased to be partnering with Siemens to provide sensor data into the MindSphere platform. And why are we doing this? The reason is because it's not about the sensor, and it's not about the solution of the sensor itself. It's about the insights. Everyone should start focusing only on the use case and the insights that you get from data, and not on devices anymore. And up to now, sensor solutions, from our perspective, had three main challenges. Number one, the systems are quite complex still today. Number two, they are very, very hard to scale. And I'm talking about millions over millions of sensors that will happen out in the market. And number three, they're very, very hard to predict in terms of cost. So we tried to solve those three challenges in the sensor landscape. And how did we do that? The heart of the solution is the smallest wireless connected industrial sensor in the world. It's 19 by 19 millimeters. It is 2 millimeters thick. It has a battery inside, and it lasts for 15 years with 100 transactions a day. It's built for absolute robustness. So we're talking about IP68. We're talking about minus 40 to plus 85 degrees C of temperature. We're talking up to 500 bar of pressure resistance. And also robustness in terms of radio communication technology, meaning fully encrypted protocols, meaning handshaking, meaning security algorithms. The simplicity is important. There's no need to configure the sensor or to install it. All you need to do is, there's a double-sided tape, and there are different versions of the tape. You stick it exactly where you want to sense it, because it's so small, you can stick it literally everywhere where you need to capture data. And then the sensor automatically starts to send data fully encrypted into the cloud platform and into MindSphere, where then you can start concentrating on making use of the data instead of worrying about how to install, how to maintain, how to scale the system, and so on and so forth. And of course, it's also built for cost. Those little things can be manufactured similar to the scale of semiconductors. And we all know what happened in the semiconductor industry in terms of cost structure and performance. Performance goes up and cost structure went down. Now, the overall system, how does it work? There are all sorts of different sensor devices which connect to a little device which I put here. It's a so-called cloud connector. It has no button on it. It's not configurable. All it needs is power, and then all sensors in range start to stream data through that pipe into a cloud platform, which connects straight into MindSphere to actually concentrate again on the insights and not worry about the sensor solution. And also, it's not built to be a silo system. It's really built to be a system to capture additional sensor data, and then on the upper layer, let's say in MindSphere, perfectly managed to connect all your assets. And then you can combine those data points and actually derive in a very, very, very good manner and very easy manner the real insights and intelligence for your business. In terms of markets, there are very different markets we are focusing on. How we position ourselves as a company is we try to build a tool for digitalization, which then serves certain markets. And in those markets, here, Industry 4.0, different applications and specific use cases that you can build based on that sensor data by interpreting the data. And main points in Industry 4.0 right now for us in the market already on all the pilots we have running and some of the volume contracts we signed is service monitoring, machine utilization, and asset management. Another very good match in the industry for us is retail and food services, where it's important to monitor temperatures for safety reasons, for regulation purposes, and then build automatically those reports. Another area, real estate, where you want to make your buildings more efficient, where it's about energy efficiency, about workplace utilization to measure where are the people, how are they moving, and also workflow generation, so for facility management. Should I clean if there's occupied, or maybe I should not clean there, and so on and so forth. Overall, to sum up, disruptive technologies is now part of MindSphere, which we're extremely appreciative about. It's a pleasure to be here, and you will find that in all the apps enabled in MindSphere that you can use the sensor solution. If you want to test it out, be more than welcome on our booth to play around with those little devices.
Thank you, Marianne. I think there was one more example right over here that what we just tested, because Disruptive Technologies just joined the Rocket Club 2 weeks ago, and I think that's pretty impressive and amazing what they already received so far in the first 2 weeks. It's just absolutely stunning to me, and we're super excited to have them with us in the Rocket Club. And I guess you can already see the potential with the Rocket Club. So to make it again a bit more clear, I guess what really comes out now is the benefits to everyone in the ecosystem. We're really happy that we have disruptive technologies already on MindSphere, and not only the IoT startups benefit from the Rocket Club, of course also all of our partners and our customers that can collaborate with the IoT startups whenever they want to and create new amazing use cases. And that's exactly what it is all about. It's all about bringing the right partners together. It's all about the huge and rich ecosystem. So everybody is coming together to serve the customer. And together, we can make sure that we can always deliver the biggest value to the customers and the best solutions out of the market. And as we're here in the MindSphere launch, this is all possible thanks to MindSphere. It's all about connecting the right players together on our MindSphere ecosystem. Thanks for joining us here, and please join us right over here at the Rocket Club booth for questions, trying out the sensors, have some deeper insights in the use cases and what the startup program is all about. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.